And welcome back to some Temple of Elemental Evil. All I remember is saving the witch, and we're in Hamlet, and getting that ring. I should probably give that ring of freedom of movement to somebody. At some point. Anyway, let's go to Verbabonk. Spells are expiring. What quests do we have? Season of the Witch? I'm pretty sure I did that. The moat house is cleared out. Don't know where that guy is, and we need to go speak with the Viscount. Notice from Captain Asaph. Just tell me the trouble at the motel. Okay, here it is. Whatever it was is ended. Thank you so much for taking care of this for our great Viscounty. Council on your behalf reward money, but unfortunately cannot allocate any resources. Okay. Let's actually go and rest. Go and rest. That is not the right way, people. It almost was. It was roughly the right direction, but you didn't go up the staircase. Now let's rest for 8 hours. I do like the mental image of these guys having the castle. They take one step into it in like this little foyer area, and then they just collapse on the floor for 8 hours exactly, and stand back up, and walk out the door. Like, they don't go to their fucking bedrooms that they have. No, they just pass out in the fucking foyer. It's great. Great mental image.
I'm off.
I would imagine that based on the other bounties, that this guy's probably somewhere in Verbabonk, since one of the other ones was in Null, and the other guy was in Hamlet. The guy that we're looking for is probably somewhere here. But let's go speak with the Viscount. Hi guys. Men. 11 hit points.
Sure.
So they're like level 2, or they have crazy high con. Right, it's nighttime. He's not here. Right. What do you mean? Oh, come on. It's like, we're 3 minutes early. Wait until morning. Okay, it's 7 a.m. He should be here now. Yes. Save the game. Because why not? And speak with him. Okay, what is it? Something most disquieting indeed. We received word from the village of Mole, to the south, that a violent raid was recently carried out there. Raiders were slave traders. Apparently 11 children were abducted, while 2 mole men. Mole men. They live underground. Sorry, that's just mole men threw me off for a second there. Were killed in the ensuing skirmish. Apparently, certain anonymous personages and divers are quite fond of the services of children as slaves, and are prepared to pay large sums of money to acquire them. This in part is what allows the slave trade, limited as it is, to survive. It's been some time since any raids have been carried out in organized fashion, but some men, given the profitability of the venture, will risk almost anything to supply these demands. As you are no doubt well aware, slavery is most illegal within the Viscounty of Verbabonk. Slave raids in particular must be dealt with in the harshest manner. We've already have standing orders for our troops to kill these raiders on sight should they be encountered while they are on patrol in the region. Our post along the Velverdivia, that's an interesting name for a river, are on alert for any suspicious presences or crossing attempts. reports from the mole village elders. Still imagining them as mole people. It's probably not even pronounced mole. It might be. Mole. Mool. Mool village elders. If I pronounce it that way, I won't have to snicker every time I see mole people or mole elders. Indicate that the slavers had departed the village in a southeasterly direction and were believed to be making for the Cron Hills. That's mentioned somewhere on the map, before turning east for the gnarly forest and the diverse. Writing this down. Southeast, Cron Hills. It's probably somewhere on the map. Like, I don't think I have to wander around there. Gnarly forest and divers. That lists they will keep the little used tracks of the country as much as possible to avoid detection. For you to locate them at all costs, should you find them, you should rescue the children and kill the slavers at once. You can understand that there are 2 of them, which means they're totally fucked because they're outnumbered 3 to 1. Brutish, surly fellows by the sound, and they are accompanied, by 5 mercenaries, whose purpose is to ensure their safe arrival and diverse. I trust that you'll be equal to the task should the opportunity arise. Okay. Give you some additional information about your quarry. Open up that text file again. Escorts are a noted band of mercenaries who specialize in matters such as these. Highly skilled at what they do, and no doubt just as highly paid. Consider them extremely dangerous. The slavers themselves are outlaws, plain and simple. Vagabonds of the wilds for the most part. Oh, whoa. Shit, man. Prawn, Skeezy, Wicked Juniper, and Orville Palmont. Cool, heartless rogue. Specialist in surviving in the wild and keeping his stock alive at well. Okay. Wasn't expecting this. Gershaw. DOB6 Harvester. I got confused there because I'm like, what the fuck is Harvester? He was born in 6. What does that... Oh, right, Harvester is a month. And can I get through this? No. And is said to have the power to subjugate his captives through intimidation alone. Prides himself on the ability to instill hopelessness in them to the extent that they need not even be shackled beyond the initial period of indoctrination. What is he, like a fucking blackguard or something? Aura of fear? And half-orc male named Pug, or Parsis, also known as Pug, wanted for kidnapping and assault. Dim-witted and utterly human. Okay. Oh, and mercenary dude. He looks really cool. Wanted for murder and kidnapping. Bethul Keenan Bethul. That is an interesting name he's got there. And the second in command, devotee of Erithnil. I don't know who that is. Probably not a good god, though. Tora, or Terra Katora. Terra Katora. That's actually something of a tongue twister to say. Wanted for rape, murder, kidnapping, and assault. Egomaniac, and I think it's funny that it's the woman who's wanted for rape, but all of the other male mercenaries wouldn't do that. They're not that evil. They wouldn't do that. Oh no, okay, this guy is also wanted for rape. I'm just skimming through this because I don't think it's actually that important since they're just gonna get fireballed to death. Or holy smited. Abaddon. Oh, this guy's totally a nice guy. He's named Abaddon. Actually, from amongst mercenaries was one Aran Ka Nania, skilled young woodsman and hunter who was very knowledgeable of the terrain between Verbobank and Divers. His absence has no doubt slowed the progress of their return, because he's like a ranger or something and he's got good survival. Garshram's experience in the area should be enough to see them through. He was the son of Keenan, the mercenary leader. That's great. So basically, what I'm getting at is fireball the shit out of them, just like we've solved every other problem so far. Just, chuck a couple dozen fireballs, or holy smites, or flame strikes, or Order's Wrath. Although we haven't used Order's Wrath yet. I don't know what that god that lady worshipped was. I'm not too familiar with the Greyhawk setting, so I don't really know the gods in it. I know Palor, and that's just about it. And also, of course, Hieronius, since this guy worships Hieronius. And then I think this god is like neutral good. Or lawful well, it's gotta be neutral good or lawful neutral. Probably lawful neutral, since it's like the god of wizards and spellcasters. And you tend to require a bit of discipline to learn such things. So is this on the map anywhere? Gnarly Forest, Cron Hills. Or is it just random? Setting southeast from Cron Hills to the Gnarly Forest. That's actually the only notes I took, because I don't think the other ones actually matter that much, but I should save the game. And, wander down to the Gnarly Forest. The only... Well, these aren't the guys we're looking for, but they're brigands. Somewhere in here? Maybe. Like, would it be a random encounter, or would it be a particular place on the map? I don't know. I would imagine that it's a random encounter. Like this one. Nope. Hill Giant Zombie and Etten Zombies. Okay.
Okay.
Guess who's getting greater turning? Holy crap.
Okay.
Dead, dead, or not even that. They're just going to die.
Of course.
That works too.
Okay.
Blindness, deafness. They weren't even worth any XP. Wait, is this the, that Velvery, whatever, river? Right here? Okay, there's these things. We have good survival skill. Why aren't we getting, like, warning of this in advance? Let's grease up these fucking creatures, whatever they are.
Of course. If you insist.
Stab. I don't mind using a fireball from this guy. Oh wow, they have lots of attack range. And use an unempowered fire. Whoops. Good thing he made that concentration check. These guys have really barely made the concentration check. Lots of reach. Lots of it. I don't know what these spells they're trying to cast are.
Yes, sir.
I always get concerned when anyone casts a spell on him, because they almost always overcome his spell resistance. Oh, confusion. And I see like failed, and I think, oh no, he failed his save, when
If you insist.
actually it's the SR-16 didn't do anything.
Okay.
Which shouldn't be too much of a surprise. It's not that difficult to overcome that. Oh, he actually failed his will save.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna fall. Yep.
Yes.
These guys aren't even worth my fucking time at all. He's just constantly spamming confusion. And then there's this poor cleric, greased up and confused. Like, you know, half drowning in the water, not really sure what the fuck's happening.
Right away.
Be Phantasmal Killer. Probably not affected by it. Oh, it is. Really? They're intelligent enough? I guess it's just one living creature. It's not actually... I thought they had to be intelligent for that, but apparently not. Oh, they were actually worth a small amount of XP. Let's just go and rest.
I'm off.
And then maybe go talk to Uncle Zook. Ask him what to do.
Okay.
A single will-o'-the-wisp.
I'm off. Will do.
Miss. Miss. You should not be power attacking.
As you command. Right away.
One damage off. Stab it.
Yes.
I believe in you, wizard. Oh, sweet, you get 2 attacks now. That's awesome. Fucking 6 bab. Look at that. 6 bab. That's amazing.
Okay.
And no strength modifier. Fuck yeah.
Yes, sir.
Really knows what he's doing with that dagger.
If you insist.
Please hit it. It's got 2 health. It kind of hurts sometimes. Extraordinary ability electricity. Hit it.
Will do.
There we go. 32 XP. Whoop-de-doo. You know, I really get the feeling they're in here. Like, since we haven't come across them in a random encounter. Said they were going through the Welkwood. R of Courage? Okay. Just Dirtle's getting that, which is interesting.
Okay.
And I don't want to loot the remains of that long-dead kobold. What the fuck are these trees? They look weird. They look weird. Where's the way down? I seem to recall there's a way down here. It's over here. There it is. Watch them not actually be here. It is a random encounter.
Yes. Right away.
Well, they're not back there. They're probably not down here. Okay, let's just go ahead and teleport
That will require a mere
to
fraction
Verbobonk.
of my
another notice from Captain Asaph. What? Why is that still there? And head to, Castle of the Lords. Hi, peasant woman, how are you?
Okay.
May as well rest.
Right away. Of course.
Go down the hole. Adventurers go down the hole. And then run this entire fucking distance. So, how's it going, folks? How's that local sports team doing? Just running down a long-ass hallway. Or running up a long-ass hallway. As he says, we're apparently very high up. Why can't I teleport here? And why does the pathfinding have issues right there? Cannot figure out how to get around that corner till it's right next to the corner. Hi, Orangard. Third, I have questions. Looking for information. Where are the slave traders? Jesus Christ. I'm not sure if that's actually worth paying you for. Because I want to make some fucking money on this shit. I'm not going to give you that money. Fucking teleport out of here. Or no, we don't have to teleport. We can just do this. Because fuck that, I want my money.
Very well.
I mean, I do have loads of money. Like, loads of money. It'd be 2% of my money. They'll probably have magic items, or at least masterwork items. I'll get paid for the yeah, okay, fine. Fine, I've talked myself into it. As the game stops responding as it loads, there we go. Fine. Wait, what? What? Why can't I ask him anymore? What? I guess we're not talking to him then, since he won't actually tell us now. Still have the quest active. Okay. Oh, now I can't even ask him about the other thing. Can't even ask him where that Gunther Guntherson is. What if I go back here? Because I kind of do want to know where it is. But he won't tell me now. It's like he takes you saying no, not now, as being never. I will never pay for this. And you tell him no once, and he's like, well, fine then, I won't ever tell you. Or something. I don't know if that's actually the case, but it seems like it.
Right away.
And we also missed out on like 200 XP for everyone from this. Yes. Now we have to run all the goddamn way down here again. Guess while I'm at it, I can erase all of my old notes about Lyric twisting the Viscount's mind and where the drow are. It's kind of not useful anymore. Watch him not give me the advice now. That'd be some shit. Like, you said no once. Even though you talked yourself into it like 30 seconds later. You said no once. That means you never get the information. Or the slave traders. Yeah, nope, never. I don't know why I did that. Like you say, no, perhaps you can answer some other questions. No, I will not answer any other questions. What the fuck? That's interesting. I shouldn't have done that without saving. But I did. That was pretty dumb. Okay, I have a plan. That plan is called Prepare Fucking Dimension Door. That's what the plan is called. Prepare... Well, no, I'll only need to prepare one casting of it. Who's got Dimension Door? I don't even know what level Dimension Door is. It's a 4th level spell. So get rid of Ice Storm, get a Dimension Door.
Right away.
We need to rest for 8 hours.
If you insist. Right away.
Head
If
down.
you insist.
Down again, and then we fucking Dimension Door.
Yes.
Do 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 do. No? I can't? Do I need to have vision? I need to have vision on it. Oh, well that's fucking dumb. You don't need to have vision on something to cast fucking Dimension Door. You don't need line of sight. You don't even need line of effect to cast fucking Dimension Door. You just need to know where exactly you want to go. You need to know, okay, I want to go, 100 feet to the north and 30 feet to the east. And there you go. You're then 100 feet to the north and 30 feet to the east. You don't need to have fucking line of sight for that shit. You can teleport through walls. So why the fuck can't I teleport down here? Because that makes Dimension Door almost completely fucking useless as a spell, then. Because it's a full round action to use it, I think. You can't do anything else on your turn. Is it a full round action? It's a standard action. Huh. Yeah, it may as well be a full round action, since you can't take any other action till your next turn. But I guess it allows you to move first? And don't fucking load the game. Save the game. You can, move first and then teleport? Use a swift action? Looking for information. Where are the slave traders? Agreed. In Emeraldy Meadows. Oh. By them fissures that goes down into the netherworld. Okay. Now let's teleport. No, let's not teleport. Let's get rid of that useless fucking spell. It was apparently in the bonus slot for some reason. Rest for 8 hours.
Will do.
Then go up the stairs.
That will require a mere fraction.
Go up the stairs.
That will require a mere fraction of my power.
Right away.
Emeraldy Meadows. I mean, that's south of the Cron Hills. Said they were going southeast. Cron Hills is there. Yeah, okay. The Molemen. We must avenge the Molemen. It amuses me. By the fissures that go down into the earth. I'm gonna call them fissures. I'm gonna say that's where we're going. Did not mean to right click there. And I'll go right here, then I'm gonna end the video now. Gonna buff off screen because that takes a while. And then we'll avenge the Molemen next time.